thought you had it there today. Welcome home to Humble Lion. Before we even break down the match, coach, tell us how does it feel to be finally your first match here at home?
It's a wonderful feeling, you know, in front of the home crowd, you know, and nevertheless we wanted the 3 points, but there's a plus, we get a point playing against a racing team that is playing well.
Yes, you actually played well as well today. Racing, you know, that we're currently on a form, they won 4 games in a row. How much do you take from this point that you gained today? Especially looking at that Racing was on a run, 4 games in a row they have won, and you practically stopped it. Well, you have stopped it today.
Yeah, it's a plus, you know, it's a plus for the team to move from the 14 point to 15, and we wanted the 3 points to push us further, but at least we move a point up.
What do you think? We spoke 2 weeks or a week ago, coach, and we spoke about the additions that you've made. Today we're speaking about a departure. Right as him gone now, coach, he's back here facing you. What do you have to think about, what do you have to say about his performance? I know he's on a different team, but when you look back at it in hindsight now, looking on his performance, do you think that you regret letting Cleon go?
Nevertheless, you know, quality player, but you cannot regret, you know, if the player decide to move on. It's such his life, you know, it happens all over the world. You know, he's the best. You have to wish him all the best of luck in his endeavors and in his journey. But nevertheless, we have to focus on what we have to focus on.
So, coach, we just want to ask you straight up: was it your decision to let this player leave, knowing that you know that you have troubles in the forward line?
No, the player decided that he wants to move on, and you know, you cannot hold back a player to move on. And you have to, as I said before, you have to be grateful for him. You know, he's a good player, have good communication, and he shares his experience, and you know, wish him well.
Talk us through the match today now, coach. We see that for practically most of the match you're on the front foot, pressing very high. We know that you've been pressing high, but today was ridiculously high. We saw your center half practically in the first half, staying in the opposition half for practically the whole of the first half.
Yeah, the pressing, if you notice the pressing, that's a part of our DNA, that the pressing game, because we don't want to allow Racing to play, you know, because they have good ball anglers, and once we don't get them comfortable on the ball, up in them face, and that was a plus today. You know, we did well, the players show grit, and it's a blessing to get the point today.
And what can you take away from today's point that you gained? What does this build a nice plateau, I should say, for you right now, a platform for you to go on and, you know, start getting some 3 points, getting some more points on the board?
Definitely, you know, it build a plateau and build us a big confidence in us. So, but as I said, we have to keep motivating these players, stay positive on and off the pitch, and we have a big game coming up on Monday night against Mount Pleasant, and that's going to take more grit. The thing, what is happening now is that who better than who? These players who are going to go out there and give their 120% at the end of the day.
All right, coach. And looking at the rest of the season now, coach, you know, this point gain now, coach. What can the fans look forward today? They see that they come out today despite the early kickoff, and you know that most fans, you know that they work and everything, but they were still here. What do you have to say to the fans?
You know, as I said before, they are very passionate, you know, and they stay positive, keep supporting the team, and we will finish where up in the table.
Final question, coach. We spoke all through January about this. Are you completely happy now with the squad that you have at the moment, going down to the rest of the business end of the season?
I have to be happy as a coach. I have to use at what is in front of me, and I'm confident in all the players. I'm confident in their quality, and as a coach, you have to work with what we have and build what we have and execute on the day.
Coach, we expect some drastic changes to the team. No, you're here to Milan.
Drastic change, not really, you know, there's nothing to change much. You know, as I said before, I came here with all these players, there's a few additions, and I'm here to develop them, work and build a quality unit here.
All the best, coach.
All right.